Hi everybody, thank you all for popping back. Today I'm going to be filming my week 16 and 17 weigh-in results and just the usual chatter that I can't help but talk about. So, I didn't film a video last week because I was a bit depressed. That's pretty much why. I was just a little bit depressed about it. I shouldn't have been, and I don't know why I was. It was just one of them weird things that I was a bit like, just a bit miffed, and I don't like to film when I'm in a bad mood. I kind of feel it comes across on the camera and that I feel a bit depressed and a bit like, and you're probably like, I don't need that. So I thought I'll come on here when I'm in a better mood and I'm more happy about it, and not to moan and groan and be all that. Have something happier to finish the, to counteract the depressiveness that was the week before. Does that make sense? I hope it does. What I'll do, I'll let you know what my weigh-in results were for week 16. So let's crack on. I'll go straight into it this week. So that week I lost £1. Now, I know that's still good, it's still a pound and that, but it can be a bit deflating, you know, when you're used to sort of £3 loss. I mean, I do lose £2 quite a lot, and I would have been more than happy with 2, but I think because it's the first time I've only ever lost £1, I was a bit like, what? So I wasn't very happy, and I was chasing my 3.5 stone award. I needed £3 that week. I needed, and I didn't think I would get 3, but I certainly didn't think that I would get just 1. So I was a bit disheartened, and I got 1 off, which left me at 17 stone 4.5. So I started 20 stone 9.5, and then I weigh 17 stone 4.5. So -1 that week. I was a bit bummed out really, so I didn't film. I mean, I was okay about it. Any other week I think I would have been really upset and just completely devastated that I'd lost just a pound as people call it, just a pound. But I kind of understood why. The week before I'd lost £3.5, and that week I was expecting to not even lose at all. It was one of them weeks where it's a bit, you know, half a job. Didn't really put 100% into it, and I came out with a £3.5 loss, and I thought, hang on a minute, this is alright. Oh, I might just give that another go. No, I sacked the green tea off, that's crap, not having that anymore, so I sacked it off. Ate crap, well, not crap, but I ate loads of carbs. No, I wasn't eating half as much super free as I usually would do. Bin the fruit off in the morning with the breakfast, just had the yoghurt, and it just shows you, doesn't it, that you have to do all them things. You have to do the walk. I'd not been walking with Finley. I think we were poorly that week, or something had happened where we'd not been out, but I thought, no worries, I can eat what I want because I'm on Slimming World now, and I got £3.5 last week for eating toasties and chips and ham and chips twice in 1 week, and I can do whatever I want. So I'd done that, and I'd come out with £1 loss, and it's still really good considering I didn't put 100% in. I still got £1 off, which is why I wasn't as pissed off as I would have usually been. But I was still a bit like, I think I was more annoyed with myself for not putting the effort in, and I know that if I'd have put the effort in like I should have done, I would have got a bigger loss. You know, it was my own fault, so I wasn't angry. I was just like, oh, I really wanted that award, and I just was really frustrated with the whole, why did I do that? You know, I have to put effort in, and I didn't. I felt like I was losing momentum a little bit, and that not that it was coming to an end, but just that I wasn't in the zone. I wasn't there, and I was getting annoyed with myself. So to be honest, I think I needed that. I think I needed that kick up the bum to say, look, you're not putting any effort in, so of course you're not going to lose as much weight. Then get back on it then. Do what you need to do. Sort it out. So I did. I came home, the usual depressiveness. For dinner I had pasta and bacon. And I was like, that's it, that's all I'm having, because I'm in a depressive. So I had a thing of pasta and bacon. Just plain. It wasn't like, I wasn't going off plan, but I just laughed because I thought I'm just rebelling even more, and then I thought, no, sort it out, stop it now. The day after, or was it that day we drove, oh yeah, we drove straight to the greengrocers, got loads of fruit in, loads of veg in. I was going mental because I knew that's what I needed to do. I didn't do any of it the week before, hardly anything. So I stocked up again, did it, loads of shopping in, we need to do it. This is the week we're going to do it. Hardcore. Got my green tea groove on again. That was banging out. Cups of green tea, 2 a day I was having the week after that. So I had one in the morning, one in the afternoon. Sometimes I'd squeeze in a third if I really, really was pushing it. I don't love it that much to have 3 cups of it a day, but I was having 2. So I was having 2 green teas a day. I was having... Do you know when you just... if you film videos, do you ever do this? Like then I was proper distracting myself because I looked at the wall and I thought, I'm talking to myself here. I'm talking to a camera in a room and it probably threw me off track. I'm just like, I'm just talking to myself. No one's... I don't know what's wrong with me today. I've not filmed for a while, so I'm just off. I'm in another world. I was basically, the second week, the week 17, I was doing everything I should have been doing. I was eating better. I didn't do the... Some days I usually try to only have carbs once in that day, so for dinner or tea, like potatoes, pasta, rice, and I wasn't really too fussed about that. I thought, no, I'm just going to do it how it says in the book. It's all good, don't panic, don't try and make your own rules up. So I got to Monday and I was like, I haven't lost anything. I just thought to myself, I've not lost anything, I've not lost any weight. I could just tell in myself I hadn't lost anything, and I was thinking, oh god. I was so nervous driving to weigh in because I thought I can't have another £1 loss like last week because it would just really, really dishearten me, especially after I'd tried this week. I'd really, really tried. So got to weigh in, and it was taster actually on the Tuesday. I'll talk about that in a sec. But everyone was like, oh my god, have you done? And all that, and they were all chatting to me. So I was in the queue, panicking, getting dead hot and shaky and tingly as I always do, and I got there and I stepped on the scales and I weighed 17 stone and half a pound, which meant that I had lost 4 pounds that week. That is one of the biggest losses I have had since week 4. I lost 5 pounds at week 4, so yeah, that's the biggest loss. Can we see? I know every time I edit this, all I can see is me doing this, and you can't even focus on what I'm doing. But I can't see the camera. Every time. Oh my god. There we go. So yeah, 4 pounds lost that week. I was like, yes, I'm back in the zone. I know what I need to do. I'm on it. That's it. And that also meant that I picked up my 3.5 stone certificate. Boom. Look at that. I was so happy to get that. I've been chasing it for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks in a row I've been thinking, yeah, I'm going to get it, I'm going to get it. And I didn't. So that's it now. And my next one is for a 4 stone award and mental. And I also picked up Summer of the Week. And another lady actually won it. She lost 4 pounds as well. Another lady won it, and another lady, but her losses were over 2 weeks, but for some reason they gave her Summer of the Week, which it just takes the less pressure off me because I don't like to take the basket. Someone put on Instagram something like, your group must hate you, and I'm like, yeah, they just don't even clap anymore. Just like, right. Really, really happy. I was so happy with that. Really, really happy. Oh, I didn't show you my stickers. Oh dear. There we go. I got my 3.5 one and Summer of the Week, and that's the back of my book if you're interested. There. And they're all starting to get a bit scratched now. I need to get like a plastic cover. Is that going a bit too far? Is that a bit keen to get a plastic cover for my book? I don't think it is. I think I will do. And actually Tuesday was one of the days that I had the best day actually at group, and I was really debating when I first joined Slimming World whether I was gonna, and you can see it in my first, if you've watched me from the beginning or you've watched my videos back, and you'll see sort of, what week would it be, sort of my first 3 week videos, I've mentioned in a couple of them how I didn't feel like they were very warm in the group, how I didn't feel like I fit in, and that it was all a bit sort of cliquey, and that's always what I worried about. And I thought, oh well, there you go, I've just point proven. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be like. They don't like me, I'm young, I'm, you know, losing weight, I'm very, very driven to want to lose weight, but that's the idea, that's why I'm there. But on Tuesday I actually felt for the first time really, really included, and I mean it's taken me 17 weeks. I mean I felt like that for a good good month, 2 months I would say, I felt like I can chat to people, I know people's names, I talk to them online, and you know, we get on. But on Tuesday I actually felt that like I was one of the people that was part of the group now, and that people are coming to me and asking me for advice, and it was really strange. I was like, oh my god, finally I feel like I actually look forward to coming on a Tuesday now. And I felt like that, I can't say that it just was on Tuesday, but I think it was just an accumulation of things. Like, the lady wasn't there to do the raffle. They asked someone to do the raffle, and there was me and one other woman that doesn't stay to group in the queue, so it was obvious that I was going to be the one that had to do the bloody raffle. And I don't mind doing it, but I thought, oh well, it's only because I'm left. But like, on Tuesday she wasn't there again, she's on holidays, and I was sat in, you know, the group, and it was packed, and they were like, Kayleigh, Kayleigh, shouting me from behind the desk, where they like shouting me like, will you do the raffle? And I thought, oh, and I know it's a ball ache having to get up and go around and pester people for £1, but I actually thought, well, they've actually wanted me to do it, like they shouted, and they know that I'll do it, and you know, it just was really nice. And it doesn't seem like a big deal, does it, that it's like the raffle, but to be asked out of everybody, and I've only been there a short while, I kind of thought, oh well, maybe they actually sort of accepted me into their like little group. And there's a lot of new people, and I always talk to the new people in group. There's some people there that sort of stick to who they know and they just chat to the friends, and that's fine. But I love talking to all the new people, and there's new mums there, and I'm like seeing the little babies, and it's just so cute. But then I also love talking to the older people, and there's a lady called Wendy, and she just melts my heart. She's the nicest lady, and she struggles every week. She doesn't really have losses. Her husband waits outside in the car every week, and our group isn't a short one, it's about an hour and a half long. We're there, well, maybe longer. I turn up at like 9:10, 9:15, because I'm always dead early, and I probably leave at 12:10, so it's about 2 hours I'm there. And I was just talking to her, and she said, I was taste today, and I'd made hot chocolates, and I took sprinkles and whippy cream and sinned it and wrote it all down for everyone to take a copy. And she was just like, you've made such an effort, and how do you lose weight? And she's really struggling, so it's nice to see that it's nice to be able to help somebody else who's in the position that I was in 17 weeks ago. So it's really, really lovely, and I actually really enjoyed group on Tuesday, and I've not really enjoyed it that much since I was, well, ever, which is why one of the reasons why I've never ever stayed to group, because I felt that they've always been really sort of a bit clicky and a bit, ooh, what's she doing here? When I get to weigh in on Tuesday, I need well, I'm not going to get £5 on Tuesday, but I need £5 for my next award, so that'd be 4 stone I would have lost. And I'm £5 away. I'm hoping I can do it in 2 weeks. So I'll have Tuesday and then the Tuesday after. So I'm aiming for 2.5 both weeks, and I can get my 4 stone award. And that was it, because it was taster group at thingy on Tuesday. We also did these little Merry Christmas cards, sort of like little present tags, I suppose you would say they were, and you had to write your little Christmas wish on, and she took them and hung them all up on this wreath. Generally I'm not a huge target setter of, like, I always do it in my mind, and I shouldn't do it, but I try not to set myself targets of weight loss anyway, because if I don't live up to it I get even more annoyed. So I just like to hope for the best, and that's kind of it. But I have said for Christmas, so the weigh-in before Christmas mine is on a Tuesday, and I think Christmas is Thursday, Friday, is it? Wednesday, Thursday? So I'll get weighed on the Tuesday, and by that Tuesday I would love to have my 5 stone award. So I've got 1 stone £5 to go, and I've worked it out that I need just under £2 a week, so I need £1.9 a week to be able to achieve that, and I'm hoping I should be able to do that. I really, really hope. If you're doing it as well, let me know what yours are. I think you can do, if you're doing it online, I don't know if they've given you this option, I'm not too sure actually about that, but I suppose you could make your own up if you're doing it now. I think there's 10 weeks or 9 weeks from tomorrow, you'll probably see this, it'll be 9 weeks left till Christmas, or 10 would it be? I don't know. And then let me know what yours is, or you do it at home and write down a little thing that you would love to achieve by Christmas. I don't think it even has to be weight loss. People at Swimming World were saying just feel more confident wearing the certain winter coat that they've got, or feeling this way about themselves, or to be able, like I was saying in my last video, look at yourself and think, oh, I'm actually happy with the way I look by Christmas, or something like that. It doesn't have to be like a numerical figure. I would love to get my 5 stone award by Christmas. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I would love it. I would go mental. It would be amazing, absolutely amazing. And that would put me at 15 stone 9, get this, which is where I was exactly when I last started a diet. So last time I started losing weight, my starting weight was 15 stone 9, and I got down to 13 stone 12, 13 I think I got to, and then it went whoosh, only for a day, whoosh, straight back on. So I needed to lose 5 stone to get to my starting weight. And my last time I lost weight, God. It's just scary, isn't it, how weight can just creep up on you like that and just piles on. It's just really, really scary. Oh, this is what I was going to tell you. Last night when the break was on X Factor, funnily enough, I just thought, oh, I wonder if I fit in a t-shirt that's upstairs in the wardrobe. So I came upstairs, and then Matt was like, you were gone about 20 minutes, what were you doing? I was like, oh, just trying some clothes on randomly at 9:30 at night. But I came upstairs and I thought, oh, I wonder if this t-shirt fits, or if it's like a polo neck, and I put it on and it's a size 18 and it fit, and I was like, bear in mind, it's meant to be tight. This is like an excuse I used to give. It's meant to be tight. It's like fitted. It's that kind of fabric that's very pulley and it pings back. And I put it on and I was like, it actually went on. I've tried it on in the past, like I've grown out of it and it's not fit. So I thought, I'm going to try a size 16 jumper on. So I got a 16 jumper out, because it's like a shop in there. I've got millions of clothes that just don't fit me. Pulled a 16 jumper out, put it on. It went over my head. So I was like, alright, this is a bit weird. Pulled on one of my arms and my arm went in it, and it's never ever fit before. Pulled my other arm in, and I had to, you know, give it a good stretching over the boobs and down over the belly, and it was too short for me, but I got it on. So I was thinking, oh, what's going on here? All of a sudden, like, I'm starting to notice that clothes are fitting me, and I've been saying for ages, oh, nothing's, you know, the weight's not disappearing and I can't fit into anything. And so I tried a t-shirt on, same thing happened, the t-shirt went on. It looked crap, it didn't look good, but I actually got it on, which is amazing. I don't know, I stopped wearing a lot of my clothes when I was getting bigger. So the clothes that I'm trying on now are ones that are from when I lost weight last time. So when I get to around 13 stone, well 14 I bet, when I'm about 14 stone, those clothes will actually probably fit me, because they were what I used to wear when I lost weight last time. And it's just, I don't know, it's crazy to think that I'm only a couple of stone away from there now, and it's actually getting a bit scary. It's actually, I'm doing it, it's weird. So that was amazing. That clothes are, I mean, pants wise, I'm still struggling. The way my body shape, I've not really done like a proper how my body actually looks. Don't know if you want to see it that much, but I'm very, the top half of me looks a lot slimmer than my bottom half. So I don't know if I'm quite a pear shape. I don't think that my hips go out wide enough to be a pear, but it's more my thighs that are the beasts of me, is the thighs, and me, I've got really big arms, so that's where I carry a lot of my weight, and my stomach, basically everywhere. But my face and here all looks sort of a lot slimmer than compared to the rest of my body. So I don't know if you can work it. I mean, you've seen pictures on Instagram, but my waist is actually coming back, and it's like, I tried this top on, my waist just goes like in like that, and that's not me bragging. I think it's because my hips are so big, it looks like it goes in a lot further than it actually does. But I thought, I'm getting some shape back, and it's just, I can't wait. So £0.5 pound, what do I need to lose? £1 for Tuesday. I need to lose another £1 and I'll be in the 16 bracket. Mental. So it's just madness. Yeah, I need to lose £1 and I'll be in the 16s, or 5 will get me my 4 stone award, and then I would be halfway there. If my target was still 8 stone, I would be halfway there at £5, halfway to target. But because I've changed it, you need 4.5 stone to target. Can't believe I'm doing it. Do you ever feel like that when you actually look back at your weight loss pictures, like if you do an Instagram, and if you do just in like a food diary, or if you've been on Slimming World for however long you've been on it, I just look back and I think, how have I been doing this for this long? Like, I can't believe that it's like my 17th, 18th week it'll be on Tuesday. And I think, how have I done this? How did I do it? It's mad. I can't believe that I've stuck it out and I've followed the plan, and I've, you know, I've had a couple of treats along the way, you know. I can't say that I've not been like, oh yeah, I've done it all hardcore on my own. But to just say that I've stuck to it for this long and I'm still around, just to say that I've done this for this long is just incredible, and it's kind of motivating for myself to know that it's possible to do it. I can get to target, and it will get harder. I know it's going to get harder the more closer I get. It's going to get a lot harder, but if I can stick it out for this long, I've done it for this long, I can't go backwards now. I can't do it. I look in the mirror and I still see a big fat person, so God only knows what I used to look like before then. I have no idea. No one said I've lost weight yet. I'm still waiting for that magic moment when someone says, oh my God, have you lost weight? I'm like, yes I have. I've got a size 18 pair of jeans in that wardrobe, and I would be thrilled if by December I could get into them and wear them. We'll have to wait and see. I think it'd be a struggle because my bottom half is a lot bigger than my top half. So even though I'm squeezing into 16s and 18s on top, I've put these jeans on and they're barely going over my bum. So I think I've got a way to go. I think that's probably everything today, guys. I'm actually waiting for Finley to come back. He's out with his grandma and granddad at the moment, so I took that opportunity. I was like, right, he's gone out, I can get filming. So I will try and get this edited. I probably will get it edited and uploaded tonight for you all, and I've got my Q&A video coming as well, so that's it'll probably be after this, I would think, now after filming. I think I'd upload that after this, and then I shall be filming. I've got parents' evening tomorrow as well, so fingers crossed he's not being a naughty boy at nursery. But yeah, I've had a bit of what can I say? I've had a bit of a rubbish week this week, but I've been really good on plan this week. But I've had a bit of a depressing week because they said, can you come in to talk about Finley and da 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 da. So I have no idea whether that's because we didn't actually attend his parents' evening in June, because we couldn't, there was just some kind of a mix up, so it never happened. But so we're going tomorrow, so I'm hoping it's just a case of we weren't able to go last time and I've pestered them, so can we come soon? And they've said finally, right, yes, tomorrow. So let's hope that there's nothing to do. I really hope there isn't. So it's been a bit of a rubbish week that way, because I'm a bit worried about what they're going to say. But what will be, won't it? So we'll just have to wait and see what happens tomorrow. But I will of course fill you all in with my weighing results next week. If it's £1 again, I probably won't film because I'll be too depressed. But there should be no reason that I'm depressed for that, because it's all good. And yes, I will speak to you all very soon. Good luck everybody that's weighing in and everybody that's had amazing results this week. And even if you're struggling, message me. I'm more than happy to speak to you. If I speak to you on a regular basis, I am more than happy to give you my telephone number, and you can send me text messages and, you know, speak to me or whatever you need to do. I'm really more than happy to do that. I'm sort of here for anybody that wants to chat to me. And as always, I will see you next week, and thank you all so much for watching and all your amazing support. Thank you all very much. So I'll see you very soon. Bye.